guys, it's been a D23 this weekend. We're gonna jump into this breakdown. So we got a new special look trailer at Avengers Doomsday. So yeah, let's jump into this. So as you can see on the screen, we see Doom like sitting on his throne, most likely in Latveria. We do see some like green energy or something on the floor, and like the stained windows in the back look awesome. But the green energy on the floor, I'm wondering if this is like a rune, or like a magical rune that we've seen other characters use in the MCU, like Wanda or Agatha or Doctor Strange. I'm wondering. And we know that Doom is a man of science and magic, so, and we got a little taste of that in Ironheart as well, with the whole technology and magical aspect. But yeah, this looks really cool, this shot. But yeah, we get this cool monologue of Doom, obviously narrating some bits of the trailer, and Sue Storm as well, talking about Victor's story, how he used to be a kind-hearted and that, and then he lost everything. We see Sue talking to all the heroes. We see a new look of Magneto, played by Ian McKellen, which is pretty cool. Then we got our first look at Gambit here in this new trailer. I'm really digging Gambit's look. Pretty much the same as Deadpool and Wolverine. Got a new shot of Steve as well. And then we see Doom most likely in his castle in Latveria. Looking at some mural, it looks like. I have a theory, like maybe this is the person that he lost. I've got a couple feelings that maybe that because there's a child and a woman in this mural on the wall, and there's like what looks like a planet as well. Kind of looks like an incursion or something maybe on this mural. But I've got a feeling that, like in comics, maybe this might be to do with his mother or something, because we know that Mephisto has his mother's soul in the comics. Like, I don't know if Mephisto's going to show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars. It'd be really cool if they do acknowledge that in this, but yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But I wonder if like maybe Doom had a wife and a son, maybe that could be what this mural is, but he's clearly lost someone, it seems, because they even say it in the trailer. But we get a close eye of Doom's eyes here, that's pretty cool. Looking at this mural, and we see a better shot of this mural, focus on this mother and son, I'm guessing. So I wonder if this is Doom as a child, and that might be his mother potentially. I don't know. Maybe they will follow that from the comics, but we'll have to wait and see. And then we get another new shot. We get to see Shuri, Shang-Chi and Baku, Namor and US Agent in the back here, listening to Sue most likely, I guess. Get a new shot of Thor, which is pretty cool. And then we get this really cool shot of Doom in his armor. We're getting better looks at his armor. Basically, looks so cool. See, like maybe some runes on his armor as well, which looks pretty sweet. But yeah. And then we get this shot of like a destroyed city or something. This could be like another universe. I've seen a lot of people going online talking about how there's a rumour about maybe Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man might be in this film, and he might be fighting the X-Men or something, and he might be fighting alongside his rogues gallery, because like the X-Men are forced to fight him to like destroy another world because of these incursions or something. That's like a rumour I've heard. But we do see this like destroyed city, so I wonder if this is like an incursion or something that's happening. But then we get this really cool scene with Reed Richards here where he's asking Doom, did you do this? Like, shouting at Doom, Victor. Like, did you do this, Victor? Which is like, they gave me goosebumps hearing this, to be fair. But yeah, I just love this. We get another shot, which we've seen before with Scott and Cassie, so Ant-Man and Cassie Lang, which is pretty cool. And then we see Johnny holding Franklin, so it does seem like potentially the Fantastic Four will get Franklin back from Doom, potentially. But because obviously that's a lot, we saw Doom at the end of Fantastic Four approaching Franklin in the end credit scene. Get a new shot of Professor X here, Charles Xavier. And now this is our first shot of Magneto with his helmet on for the first time. This is the first shot we've actually seen in a trailer with Magneto with the helmet on. So this actually looks really cool. I really like the helmet, to be fair. Get pretty much the same shot of Steve with his baby that we saw before. We get the same sort of scene we saw with Thor and his daughter Love that he adopted. And we see this shot of Loki, and we got a new shot of Shuri, Ghost, and the new Falcon as well. Potentially maybe in the new Avengers Tower. Basically, I wonder. We get this shot of Cyclops looks cool. I mean, it looks like there might be a Sentinel in the background, which we'll come back to in a minute. And then we do see this with Doom's like jumped out of some sort of building or ship, it looks like. I can't really tell what it is. If it's a ship or a building, I'm not too sure. He jumps out the window or whatever, and he lands on the ground. And he just has so much aura. So it does look like he is going to have two different outfits, Doom, as well, I think, in this film, which is going to be pretty cool. And then we see obviously the continuation with what we were saying. And then we get more of the scene with Thor versus Doctor Doom, which is so cool. And he's sort of about sending them to hell, basically. And then like Doom's like, I will bring hell to you, or whatever. And then you get this epic line where he resurrects, well, he brings back the Sentinels that have been destroyed, it looks like. And he's controlling the Sentinels. And he's like, you shall kneel before Doom, which is so cool. And we get this aura shot with Doctor Doom and the Sentinels, which is so bloody cool. When I saw this shot, like, this is like like a desktop level like background. I might even have that as my background. But yeah, this is so cool. This shot here with Doom and the Sentinels are so aura farming right there. But yeah, this was so cool. But yeah, and then we obviously end with obviously the title with Avengers Doomsday, and then we have obviously the countdown. So yeah, man, I just can't wait for this film to come out. I'm just so excited for this film. I genuinely am excited for this film. But yeah, that is pretty much my thoughts on it. But I this trailer was definitely like got me really excited and gassed, basically. But yeah, Doom is just aura farming in this trailer, 100%. But yeah, that is pretty much my quick breakdown of this trailer from D23. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff that has been announced for D23. So stay tuned for more videos, because we've got other content based in Marvel. We've obviously got Vision Quest, we've got new trailer for that, and we've got the X-Men cast announcement, which I'll be making videos on, and then we've also got Star Wars announcements as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are on this new Doomsday Special Look trailer that we got from D23. Are you excited? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.